I used to be a skeptic, a doctor who believed only in pills, white tablets, long prescriptions, lab results neatly printed in black and white. I thought only medicine could ease the pain, lower blood sugar, drop cholesterol, or melt belly fat, until one day, an old patient walked back into my office. And he smiled, not just a polite smile, a real one. The kind I hadn't seen from him in over 2 years. "Doc," he said, "I don't need my diabetes meds anymore." I blinked. I pulled up his records. His blood sugar was stable. His LDL had dropped by over 30%. His stubborn belly fat gone. I asked, "What did you do?" He looked at me, slowly, and said, "I just started adding 1 leaf to my morning tea. That's it." And from that moment, I knew. My journey as a doctor had to go deeper. I began exploring something we've overlooked for far too long, the quiet power of healing leaves. Not exotic, not expensive, but extraordinarily potent. The truth is troubling. But nature may hold the answer. According to the American Diabetes Association, over 34 million Americans are living with diabetes. That's 1 in every 10 people, and 88 million more have prediabetes. Most of them don't even know it. Even more concerning, nearly 70% of Americans over age 60 have visceral fat, especially around the liver and belly. NANS, 2020. And over half of those over 60 have elevated LDL cholesterol, raising the risk of stroke and heart attacks. CDC, 2022. So inside a single aging body, there may be 3 silent threats: high blood sugar quietly damaging blood vessels, bad cholesterol slowly clogging arteries, visceral fat inflaming the liver, heart, and pancreas. But what if I told you, there are leaves, simple, humble leaves, that can help address all 3, not because they're magic, but because they contain compounds so biologically active, so deeply healing, they've been proven to work, in labs, in clinics, and in real lives. Some of these leaves have been shown to increase insulin sensitivity in just 4 to 6 weeks, Phytomedicine Journal, 2020, lower LDL cholesterol by up to 20%, Journal of Ethnopharmacology, 2019, speed up the breakdown of visceral fat by activating natural fat-burning enzymes in the liver, Nutrition Metabolism, 2021, and the best part: these leaves aren't rare or unreachable, they're on your kitchen counter, in your tea, in that little herb pot by your window. I'm not here to simply list off herbs. I've spent over 30 years walking beside thousands of patients, and today, I want to walk beside you. In this video, I'll group each leaf by its real biological function. Some regulate blood sugar, some burn internal fat, others gently detox the liver and kidneys. Share real-life stories from people who turned their health around, one small step at a time, and I'll back every claim with real science, the studies, the journals, the experts behind the scenes. But before we begin, I need to be honest with you. No leaf can save you, if you keep ignoring your body, but when you make one small change, just one healing leaf a day, your body can begin to recover in ways you never imagined. Starting next, I'll introduce you to 3 groups of medicinal leaves, and at the end, I'll reveal one leaf that scientists have studied over 500 times, the crown jewel of the Mediterranean. Now proven to lower blood sugar, burn liver fat, improve cholesterol, and protect your heart from dangerous complications. So sit back. Keep your mind open. Let your heart soften, because maybe, just maybe, one leaf today could be the turning point your body's been waiting for. Let's begin with the first group, the leaves that naturally lower blood sugar, safe, gentle, and incredibly effective. 5 healing leaves to lower blood sugar naturally, 1 day at a time. Doctor, why is my blood sugar still high even when I barely eat? I've cut out all sugar, so why won't my A1C go down? These are questions I hear from so many patients, especially those over 60, and when I do, I don't just look at their medication list. I ask something deeper. does your body still listen to insulin? Because the real issue in most older adults isn't just sugar or carbs, it's how the body responds to insulin, the hormone that moves sugar from your bloodstream into your cells. If your cells stop hearing insulin, this is called insulin resistance, then even if you eat very little sugar, your blood glucose can still remain dangerously high, and if we don't reverse this resistance, no diet or medication will ever be more than a temporary fix. That's why I want to introduce you to 5 powerful leaves that can gently, naturally support insulin sensitivity and blood sugar balance. They're not meant to replace your medications, but when used correctly and consistently, these leaves can improve how your body responds to insulin, lower post-meal glucose spikes, prevent excess sugar from turning into belly fat, support pancreas health, especially in early-stage diabetes. 1. Mulberry leaf, the leaf that slows down sugar. If you want to enjoy carbs without blood sugar spikes, mulberry leaf may be your ally. Mulberry leaves contain a special compound called DNJ, 1-deoxynitromycin. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition, DNJ blocks the alpha-glucosidase enzyme in the small intestine. This slows down the breakdown of carbs into sugar. In a 2017 Japanese trial, participants who drank mulberry tea before meals saw a 30 to 50 mg/dl reduction in post-meal blood glucose, compared to those who didn't. Their HbA1c levels also improved after just 12 weeks of consistent use. How to use: steep 2 to 3 grams of dried leaves, about 1 to 2 teaspoons, in hot water 30 minutes before your main meal, or blend fresh leaves into a smoothie with green apple or unripe mango for added benefits. Note: if you're taking diabetes medication, monitor your blood sugar closely to avoid going too low. 2. Mango leaf, the gentle stabilizer. It may sound unusual, but young mango leaves have been used in Indian traditional medicine for generations to manage blood sugar. A 2020 study in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine found that mango leaf extract significantly reduced insulin resistance after 8 weeks, improved blood lipids by lowering triglycerides, another risk factor in type 2 diabetes. How it works: mango leaves are rich in mangiferin, a potent antioxidant that improves beta cell function in the pancreas and helps restore natural insulin production. How to use: soak 10 to 12 fresh mango leaves in water overnight and drink it on an empty stomach in the morning, or dry the leaves, grind into powder, and take 1 small spoon daily. 3. Olive leaf, the Mediterranean guardian. Olive leaves are known for their heart health benefits, but they also support blood sugar stability in a powerful way. A 2019 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food highlighted the effects of oleuropein, a compound in olive leaf that improves insulin sensitivity, reduces chronic inflammation, an underlying cause of type 2 diabetes. In a 2015 clinical trial, University of Auckland, New Zealand, participants who took olive leaf extract daily saw a 15% improvement in insulin sensitivity, and a 0.5% drop in HbA1c after just 12 weeks. That's comparable to some first-line diabetes medications. How to use: drink olive leaf tea once or twice a day, preferably after meals. You can enhance the flavor and effect by adding peppermint or cinnamon. 4. Holy basil, tulsi, the sacred leaf for sugar and stress, known as tulsi in Ayurveda. This leaf has been used for thousands of years in Indian medicine. It's not only a blood sugar balancer, but a stress soother as well. Why that matters: chronic stress raises cortisol, a hormone that increases blood sugar. Holy basil helps bring cortisol down, creating a more stable hormonal environment. Books. A 2017 study in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine showed daily tulsi use reduced blood sugar by 20 to 25%. HbA1c levels also dropped significantly after 8 weeks. How to use: sip holy basil tea in the morning or evening. It pairs well with ginger or raw honey for added benefit. 5. Sage, the wise leaf for the pancreas. Sage isn't just a fragrant herb for the kitchen, it's a natural tonic for the pancreas. Key benefits: enhances insulin activity, increases glucose uptake into cells, lowers cholesterol and blood fats. A 2013 trial published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that people who consumed sage extract had fasting blood glucose drop by 30% in just 2 weeks. How to use: steep 1 teaspoon of dried sage leaves in 200 milliliters of hot water, drink after breakfast or dinner as a warm tea. Summary: the 5 blood sugar balancing leaves at a glance. Leaf key compound primary effect best use: mulberry DNJ slows starch to sugar breakdown tea before meals. Mango mangifern improves insulin sensitivity soak overnight, drink AM. Olive oleuropein anti-inflammatory, supports insulin tea after meals. Holy basil eugenol hormone balance, stress relief tea AM or PM. Sage flavonoids boosts glucose absorption tea after breakfast/dinner. And if you're wondering, which one should I start with? Here's my honest answer: begin with the one you enjoy the most, the one that fits your morning routine. The one that makes you smile when you sip it, because the key isn't in the magic of the leaf, it's in the daily rhythm you build around it, and the belief that your body can still heal. Next up, we'll look at the second group of leaves, those that target visceral fat, melt liver fat, and improve cholesterol. These silent threats can be just as dangerous as high blood sugar, especially as we age. Let's tackle them next. Doctor. I don't know whether to be happy or scared. This morning, for the first time in 4 years, my blood sugar reading was completely normal. That's what Richard said to me. His voice was raspy. His eyes were glassy, as if he still couldn't believe it himself, and to be honest, I was just as surprised. Richard was a retired long-haul truck driver. For 35 years, he lived on strong gas station coffee, roadside sandwiches, and half-sleep in parking lots. When he finally retired at 63, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and early signs of fatty liver. He tried medications, tried cutting carbs, skipped breakfast, but still, his fasting blood sugar hovered around 180 milligrams per deciliter. And his A1C stayed stuck between 7.6% and 8.2%. Each visit to my office, his eyes looked a little more tired, until one day. His wife, Helen, handed him a cup of tea. It was bitter. "Earthy, just try it," she said. "Our niece sent it from Asia. They drink it over there for blood sugar." He drank it, mostly to humor her, but Helen kept brewing it. Every morning. Without fail, week 1 to week 3, nothing happened. Week 4, Richard noticed he didn't crave sweets like he used to. Week 5, he woke up with more energy. Week 6, his fasting blood sugar dropped from 185 to 142 milligrams per deciliter. Week 8, his belly started shrinking. He slept better. He felt lighter after meals, and by his 3-month follow-up, his A1C had dropped to 6.5%, the closest to normal it had been in nearly 5 years. So what was in that little leaf? The tea Helen gave him was made from mulberry leaves. These leaves contain a compound called DNJ, which helps block the enzyme that digests carbs, slowing the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream after meals. But for Richard, it wasn't just about the biochemistry. That leaf became his turning point. It was the moment he began to believe in his body again, the moment he realized that healing doesn't always require stronger pills or expensive superfoods. Sometimes, it starts with something small, done with love, and done with hope, from a man who thought it's too late. To a man who rediscovered life in his 60s, when I asked Richard if he had a secret to share, he smiled and said, "No secret, document, I just didn't give up, and I let that little leaf remind me every morning that I still get to live today." Richard's story is a gentle reminder: if you're living with high blood sugar, if you're taking your meds but still feeling tired, stuck, or defeated, don't lose hope, because sometimes, the breakthrough you're waiting for isn't a massive overhaul, but a tiny shift, repeated with care and belief, in the next part of this video. I'll introduce you to a new group of healing leaves, those that help burn away visceral fat, improve cholesterol, and clean out your fatty liver. These silent threats are especially dangerous after 60, and you'll see how certain humble leaves can protect not just your blood sugar, but the blood flowing through your heart as well. 5 powerful leaves that melt belly fat and cleanse cholesterol, healing your liver, blood vessels, and body from within. Doc, I don't even eat that much. Why is my belly still sticking out? They say I have fatty liver, but I don't even drink alcohol. I've heard these questions more times than I can count, and the answer almost always surprises my patients. That belly isn't from fat under the skin, it's coming from deep inside. Here's the truth most people don't see: visceral fat is the kind that wraps around your liver, pancreas, intestines, and even your heart, completely hidden from the outside. According to Harvard Medical School, 2021, visceral fat silently produces chemicals that trigger chronic inflammation, leading to type 2 diabetes, hardened arteries, strokes, and heart attacks. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, now affecting millions over 60, but here's the good news: there are simple leaves, tiny, natural, and often overlooked, that can flush your liver, melt away hidden belly fat, and sweep bad cholesterol from your arteries. 1. Dandelion leaf. The gentle detoxifier that clears liver fat. Dandelion may look delicate, but it's one of nature's most powerful internal cleaners. It's rich in teroxasterol and inulin, compounds that detox the liver, activate fat-burning enzymes, flush excess water and reduce belly bloating. Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, 2016, found that dandelion leaf reduced liver fat in patients with NAFLD, improved liver enzyme levels and function. How to use it: brew 2 to 3 grams of dried dandelion leaf into tea, especially helpful after dinner. Add a few slices of ginger to enhance digestion and fat breakdown. 2. Olive leaf. Nature's cleanser for liver and arteries, grown in the Mediterranean. Olive leaves are among the most researched herbs for fat metabolism. They contain oleuropein, which activates liver lipase to burn fat, lowers LDL, bad cholesterol, raises HDL, good cholesterol, cleaning artery walls. Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, 2020, showed that olive leaf extract reduced liver fat by 20 to 30%, lowered LDL cholesterol in patients with lipid disorders within 12 weeks. How to use it: steep in warm water to make olive leaf tea. Drink morning and afternoon after meals. 3. Rosemary leaf. The fragrant herb that torches fat. Rosemary's scent is refreshing, but its impact on fat metabolism is even more powerful. It's packed with carnosic acid, which boosts mitochondrial activity, your cell's fat-burning engines, reduces inflammation in the liver and fat tissues, lowers triglycerides and speeds up whole-body metabolism. Phytotherapy research, 2019, found that rosemary cut triglycerides by up to 38%, reduced LDL by about 25% after 8 weeks of daily use. How to use it: brew 1 teaspoon into tea, or add rosemary as a seasoning to grilled chicken, salmon, or roasted vegetables. 4. Oregano leaf. The hidden guardian of your arteries. It's easy to overlook oregano because it's so familiar. But behind that everyday flavor lies a powerful heart protector. Rich in polyphenol like rosmarinic acid, oregano helps prevent oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a major cause of artery blockages, reduce blood vessel inflammation, support healthier fat metabolism. Nutrition Reviews, 2021, compiled studies showing that oregano lowers C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of visceral fat and heart disease. How to use it: drink as a strong tea, it's pungent, or sprinkle generously on grilled dishes, soups, or salads. 5. Bay leaf. The quiet heart healer in your soup pot. Bay leaves often go unnoticed, quietly floating in broths and stews, but their benefits run deep, especially for heart health. pushpin key benefits: stimulate fat-digesting enzymes, improve blood circulation, lower LDL cholesterol and slow down plaque buildup in arteries. International Journal of Molecular Sciences, 2022, reported that bay leaf inhibits HMG-CoA reductase, the same enzyme targeted by statin drugs. How to use it: add 1 to 2 leaves to soups or stews, or brew as tea 2 to 3 times a week. Summary: 5 leaves that fight fat from the inside. Leaf key benefit: best use: dandelion cleanses liver, reduces belly fat. Tea after dinner: olive improves cholesterol, burns liver fat. Tea after meals: rosemary activates fat burn, reduces inflammation. Tea or cooking spice: oregano fights artery inflammation. Tea or food seasoning: bay leaf lowers LDL naturally like statin. Soups, stews, or warm tea. You don't have to do everything all at once. Just pick one leaf, one method, and start with your very next meal. Your body will listen, your liver will thank you, and your blood vessels will start to feel lighter every single day. Coming up next, you'll meet Mrs. Connie, age 64, who struggled with fatty liver, high cholesterol, and constant fatigue, but with one small evening habit, everything began to change. Her story is living proof of the healing power in a single leaf. Herb. I don't smoke. I don't drink, and yet my liver is full of fat. The doctor told me to change my lifestyle, but I barely have the energy to live, let alone live well. That's how Connie first spoke to me on a quiet morning in March. Her voice was soft, her hands trembled a little, and her eyes, full of exhaustion, seemed to apologize for a body that had carried too much, for too long. Connie had been a nurse for 28 years in Houston. She cared for others like a mother, with gentleness, patience, and sacrifice. But by the time she retired, her own health was unraveling. At 64, her labs showed fatty liver, grade 2, LDL cholesterol, 165 mg per deciliter, low HDL, just 38 mg per deciliter, high CRP, inflammation marker. Constant bloating, fatigue after meals, and a dull ache near the liver. She didn't want statins. She'd seen too many of her colleagues suffer side effects, muscle pain, insomnia, depression, but she also didn't know where to start, until one day she went back to something that had once helped her patients. Herbs. Her niece, visiting from the Mediterranean, brought her a small bag of dried olive leaves, something Greeks have long called the heart leaf for its cardiovascular and cleansing powers. At first, Connie made the tea out of politeness. It had a gentle aroma and a slightly bitter aftertaste. But it made her feel peaceful. It was like whispering, "I'm sorry," to my body. She told me, after years of rushed dinners, that tea became a quiet act of self-kindness. Week by week, something began to shift. Week 2, she slept deeper. The bloating eased. Week 4, she no longer woke up restless at 3 a.m. Week 6, her sugar cravings after meals disappeared. Week 8, her labs began to change. Her 3-month follow-up, LDL dropped from 165–118 mg per deciliter, HDL rose from 38–51 mg per deciliter, liver enzymes, ALT, returned to near normal levels. Ultrasound showed fatty liver improved from grade 2 to near grade 1. According to the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, 2020, the compound oleuropein in olive leaf boosts liver lipase, the enzyme that burns liver fat, raises HDL, lowers LDL, and prevents artery plaque, reduces chronic inflammation, the root cause of visceral fat and fatty liver, combined with a light dinner and earlier bedtime. That single leaf became a gentle switch that reawakened her metabolism, without stress, without extremes. When I asked, "What's the biggest difference you feel?" she didn't talk about her liver, she didn't mention cholesterol. She looked at me and smiled. "I feel lighter, not just in my belly, but in my mind, every night when I brew that olive leaf tea. I feel like I'm finally allowed to heal, no pills. No pressure, just one small act." That says I still matter. One leaf may not be a miracle, but it can be something just as rare, a small, loving act that brings you home to your body, again. Up next, I'll share with you the third group of healing leaves, ones that gently flush excess fluid, reduce pressure on the liver and heart, and ease the swelling and heaviness many people over 60 silently live with each day. These leaves don't scream, but when they enter the body, they feel like cool water falling on a field that's long been dry. Gentle yet powerful leaves, flushing fluids, relieving swelling, and cleaning your heart, liver, kidneys naturally. Doctor, why do my feet swell every evening? I barely drink water, yet I still feel heavy, bloated, and breathless. If this sounds familiar, let me gently say, it's not because you're drinking too much, it's because your body has lost some of its natural ability to let go. After 60, your liver, kidneys, and heart grow more vulnerable. As these vital organs slow down, even slightly, your body can begin to retain salt and water, leading to swollen feet, puffy mornings, and belly heaviness, increase internal pressure, making you feel tired after meals, short of breath when lying down. And most importantly, store toxins that quietly drain your energy, mood, and clarity. But nature, in her wisdom, has given us tools, not harsh pills, not aggressive detoxes, but leaves, simple, humble leaves that gently encourage the body to cleanse itself. As a doctor who has worked with older adults for over 30 years, I often recommend these 5 specific leaves to help support gentle diuresis, reduce swelling, and lighten the load on the heart, liver, and kidneys. 1. Parsley, tiny, but a silent diuretic warrior, often dismissed as a garnish. Parsley is actually a kidney-supporting powerhouse. It contains a pigmenin, a flavonoid that encourages the kidneys to flush out sodium and excess water. Reduces internal pressure, helps release toxins through the urine. Book's Journal of Ethnopharmacology, 2019, found that parsley tea increased urine output by 28 to 35% within hours among older adults. How to use: boil a small handful of fresh parsley to make tea, 1 to 2 times daily, or sprinkle fresh parsley on salads, soups, or hard-boiled eggs. 2. Dandelion. A gentle liver cleanser and natural diuretic, already praised for liver support. See Part 4. Dandelion also helps the body release water without depleting potassium, which pharmaceutical diuretics often do. Renal Studies Journal, 2017, reported that dandelion increases urination safely in seniors without disturbing electrolytes. It also reduces pressure in the portal vein, easing liver heaviness and post-meal bloating. How to use: brew 2-3 g of dried dandelion leaves in afternoon tea, add mint or stevia if you prefer a gentler taste. 3. Lemon balm. Soothes the mind, eases water retention. Well known for calming nerves and promoting restful sleep, lemon balm also has mild diuretic properties. Especially helpful for swelling caused by stress-related cortisol retention. Phytomedicine Journal, 2016, found that lemon balm not only promotes water loss, but also gently lowers blood pressure and slows racing hearts, both common in aging adults. How to use: drink warm lemon balm tea after dinner for better sleep and gentle detox. 4. Mint. Relieves bloating and gently drains excess fluid. Peppermint may be mild, but it's a digestive ally, ideal for people who experience bloated belly, water retention in the lower abdomen, nausea or sluggish digestion after meals. Digestive Health Review, 2018, noted that mint stimulates digestive enzymes, reducing sluggishness that contributes to fluid buildup. Its mild diuretic effect makes it safe for daily use. How to use: sip peppermint tea after lunch or dinner, or muddle fresh mint with lemon slices for a refreshing summer drink. Holy basil, tulsi, a sacred leaf that supports kidney cleansing. Tulsi is cherished in Eastern medicine for its calming, anti-inflammatory, and kidney protective properties. It's especially helpful for people who regularly experience foot swelling, feel dull pain in the lower back, kidney area, have mild increases in uric acid. Ayurveda Medical Journal, 2020, found that Tulsi improves blood flow through the kidneys, enhances uric acid removal, and gently supports glomerular pressure balance. How to use: steep 5 to 7 fresh leaves or 1 teaspoon dried leaves in warm water, best taken in the morning or midday. Avoid late evening. Summary: Group 3, diuretic gentle detox leaves, leaf key benefit suggested use: parsley strong diuretic, kidney-friendly tea or meal garnish, dandelion diuretic liver cleanser afternoon tea with stevia, lemon balm light detox better sleep evening tea, mint eases digestion, relieves belly bloating after meal tea or summer drink, holy basil kidney detox, anti-inflammatory morning or midday tea. You may think diuretic just means more trips to the bathroom, but it's far more than that. It's how your body reawakens. It's the moment your liver breathes easier, your kidneys rest lighter, your heart beats without strain, and the fatigue that once clouded your mornings finally begins to lift. A simple cup of tea, made from these leaves, can become more than just a drink. It's a message you send yourself each day: I deserve to feel light again. I deserve to heal, gently, and with love. Next up, we'll explore the final and most powerful leaf, a Mediterranean treasure backed by over 500 medical studies, proven to lower blood sugar, burn fat, reduce inflammation, purify the blood, and nourish your cells from the inside out. You'll soon understand why this leaf is called a natural healing miracle, and why it might just transform your health journey after 60. Olive leaf, the all-in-one remedy that revived thousands after 60. If you asked me, doctor, if I could only choose one type of leaf for total body health after 60, what would it be? I wouldn't hesitate: olive leaf. Not because it's trendy, not because it's rare, but because it's one of the most well-researched natural remedies in modern medicine, with hundreds of studies supporting its effects on blood sugar, cholesterol, fatty liver, chronic inflammation, and even cellular aging. The answer lies in a unique compound called oleuropein. Books according to the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, 2020, and Phytomedicine, 2019. Oleuropein is a special polyphenol found only in the olive leaf, not the fruit. It's been shown to lower fasting and post-meal blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, similar to metformin, reduce LDL cholesterol and raise HDL, calm chronic cellular inflammation, and most importantly, protect the liver, heart, and kidneys from microvascular damage after age 60. 1. Olive leaf and blood sugar, a patient teacher, not a harsh drug. A 2015 study by the University of Auckland, New Zealand, showed that pre-diabetic patients taking olive leaf extract for 12 weeks experienced 15% increase in insulin sensitivity, 0.5% drop in HbA1c. Post-meal glucose dropped from 198 to 154 mg per deciliter, no shocking spikes. No extreme drops, just steady, reliable healing, like a kind teacher who helps your cells listen to insulin again. 2. Olive leaf and cholesterol, cleansing the blood gently, day by day. Oleuropein helps inhibit the HMG-CoA reductase enzyme, the same pathway targeted by statin drugs, but without the risk of muscle pain or liver strain. Books Journal of Medicinal Food, 2018, revealed, olive leaf reduced LDL cholesterol by an average of 18 to 24%. It raised HDL and helped prevent the formation of arterial plaque. In people over 60, bad cholesterol builds slowly over years. An olive leaf doesn't rush to fix it, it cleanses quietly, like a gentle river smoothing stone. 3. Olive leaf and the liver, melts away liver fat without starvation. The liver is our detox powerhouse, but after 60, even with modest eating, fat can start building up, silently. Journal of Hepatology, 2021, showed, after 3 months of olive leaf use, ALT and AST, liver enzymes, dropped significantly. Fatty liver on ultrasound improved from grade 2 to nearly grade 1. Blood triglycerides dropped by 30%. Olive leaf doesn't attack liver fat, it softens it, like an old friend encouraging the liver To heal at its own pace. 4. Olive leaf and chronic inflammation, healing from deep inside your cells. Did you know, chronic inflammation is the silent engine behind aging, diabetes, artery damage, Alzheimer's, arthritis. Olive leaf inhibits NF-κB, a genetic-level protein that fuels inflammation. Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity, 2020, found, oleuropein reduced inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. It stabilized immune cells and prevented the body from attacking itself. That's why people in Mediterranean regions, where olive leaf is part of daily life, have some of the lowest rates of arthritis, diabetes, and heart disease in Europe. 5. Olive leaf and cellular energy, rejuvenating from the roots. Most remarkable of all, olive leaf helps activate mitochondria, your cell's energy factories. Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience, 2022, reported, oleuropein helped brain, heart, and muscle cells function more efficiently. It boosted the body's natural antioxidant defenses, SOD and glutathione. It reduced fatigue, improved mental clarity, and sped up recovery after illness. That's why many seniors who take olive leaf daily report deeper sleep, less morning fog, and a renewed sense of lightness and focus. How to use olive leaf safely and effectively. Dosage: 1-2 g of dried leaf or 250 to 500 mg of standardized extract daily. Best timing: warm tea after breakfast and dinner. Flavor boost: add mint, cinnamon, or stevia for taste. Caution: if you're on blood pressure or diabetes medications, monitor your levels. It may enhance their effects. Olive leaf isn't magic, but it feels like a miracle when you allow your body to heal with kindness, not force. It doesn't just clean the blood, it repairs your relationship with your own body. It reminds you, you are still worth taking care of. You don't need to punish yourself to feel better. Sometimes, all you need is a cup of warmth, and the will to begin again. Coming up next, I'll share a few important warnings, who should be cautious when using these herbal leaves, and how to listen to your body so you can choose the right leaf for your unique journey, because no two people heal the same, and the most powerful remedy will always be the one you truly understand and respect. Who should be careful with these leaves? Medical warnings that keep you safe, confident, and truly empowered. As a doctor, my job isn't just to tell you what might help, it's also to be honest about what might not be right for you. These healing leaves, yes, they come from nature. Yes, they're generally gentle, but that doesn't mean they're harmless for everyone. Many of them have medicinal properties that can affect your liver, kidneys, blood pressure, blood sugar, or clotting system. So here are 5 groups of people who should use these herbs with extra care, especially without direct supervision from a medical professional. People taking blood pressure or diabetes medications risk of over-lowering levels. Leaves like olive leaf, holy basil, mulberry, and mango leaf can naturally reduce blood sugar and blood pressure. The risk, if combined with prescription drugs, this could lead to sudden hypoglycemia, shaky hands, sweating, confusion, drops in blood pressure that cause dizziness, falls, or fainting, especially in older adults. Safe solution: monitor your blood sugar or blood pressure daily. If using both herbs and medication, start low, use half the suggested dose at first. Talk to your doctor if you're on meds like glipizide, metformin, amlodipine, lisinopril. People with severe liver or kidney conditions, leaves like dandelion, parsley, and olive leaf can support gentle detox in healthy people. But if you have stage 3 or 4 kidney disease, cirrhosis, or impaired liver function, your ability to process herbs is reduced. What could happen? Active compounds may build up in your bloodstream, could put strain on the liver or raise uric acid levels. Medical advice: if you're on dialysis, have cirrhosis, or elevated creatinine, only use herbs under professional guidance. Avoid high doses and don't mix multiple strong herbs at once. People on blood thinners or preparing for surgery, leaves like sage, holy basil, and oregano may impact clotting. If you're on medications like warfarin, aspirin, clopidogrel, these herbs might increase your risk of bruising or internal bleeding. Be cautious. Stop herbal use 7 days before any surgery. Talk to your doctor if you've ever had stroke, heart attack, or use anticoagulants regularly. 4. Pregnant or breastfeeding women, some leaves, such as rosemary, sage, or peppermint, may stimulate the uterus, raising risks during pregnancy, or lack safety research for nursing infants. Rule of thumb: if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, avoid herbs that affect hormones, act as strong diuretics, or don't have clear safety data for babies, elderly with weak constitution, herb allergies, or cold body types. Some older adults have shared feedback like increased urination leading to fatigue or dehydration, feeling cold at night after drinking herbal teas, mild tremors or restlessness with higher doses. Advice from a seasoned doctor: every body is its own melody. Don't focus on the right dose. Focus on the right fit for you. Start small. Observe for 3 to 5 days. Adjust slowly. If something feels off, stop and give your body time to rebalance. And the most important thing I want you to remember is this: nature is not a drug. But if you treat it like one, you must learn to use it wisely. Just like a drug. A leaf can heal, or it can react, depending on how your body is functioning today, what medications you're taking, whether you're truly listening to your body's signals. 5 golden rules for using healing leaves safely after 60. Green circle rule: white heavy checkmark. Description: start slow, use low doses. Increase gradually. Observe: avoid combining too many strong herbs at once. Stick to 1 to 2 types to begin with. Drink during the day, avoid at night if prone to chills or weak digestion. Track your numbers, monitor blood sugar and blood pressure if on meds. Pause if symptoms occur: fatigue, sleep issues, digestive upset. Stop and reassess. And if you're using these herbs wisely, gently, and consistently, then in the final part of this journey, I want to share something deeply hopeful and heartfelt. Why just one simple leaf can begin to heal not only your body, but your mind, and maybe even your belief in yourself again. You might not believe this at first, but in over 30 years of being a doctor, I've seen prescription pills change lab numbers, yet it's the simplest leaf of all that has changed how a person feels about their own body. I remember a man, high blood sugar, always tired, couldn't sleep. He didn't believe in herbs. But one evening, he drank a cup of mulberry tea. Not because of the science, but because his wife made it for him, with quiet love and gentle worry. A week later, his stomach felt lighter. A month later, so did his spirit. 3 months in, his blood sugar had dropped. But more importantly, his hope came back. I remember a woman, fatty liver, high cholesterol, moving slow, losing confidence in herself. One night, she sat alone and brewed a cup of olive leaf tea. No one told her to, no pressure, she simply chose it, as a small apology to her own body. 2 months later, she returned with brighter eyes, a lighter voice, and a liver that was healing. There is no miracle leaf, but there are miraculous people, who are willing to start again, with something small. A leaf won't make you 20 years younger, it won't melt 10 pounds in 7 days, but each morning, it gently reminds you, my body still knows how to heal, and I still deserve to feel healthy, calm, and whole. And if you're still watching, then I believe something about you. You're someone who doesn't give up easily. You don't need to fix everything overnight. Just pick one leaf, start one small habit, repeat it with knowledge and kindness toward yourself, because every journey of healing starts with one small seed. Have you ever tried any of the leaves we talked about today? Share your experience in the comments. Your story, however small, might be the inspiration someone else needs to begin. And if this video touched your heart, please like this video so YouTube can share it with others who need it. Subscribe to my channel for more weekly guidance and care. Share this video with someone you love, as if you're handing them a warm cup of healing tea from afar. I'm Dr. James, and if even one of these leaves today made you smile, reflect, or feel hope again, then this video has already fulfilled its mission. I'll see you in the next one, where we'll explore 3 morning drinks that cleanse the blood, protect your heart, and boost memory after 60. Don't miss it, because your health deserves to be cared for, with all the love in the world.